Welcome to Being Friends with Jess and Toni-ann, an inside look at our friendship, millennial things, sports, and pop culture. Come laugh with us, or maybe at us, and let's be friends.
Go ahead, Jess. You do the intro this time.
Hello, friends. Welcome back for another episode of Chaos with Jess and Toni-ann.
Yes, that's the alternate name of our podcast.
Well, literally, the two of us just stared at the screen waiting for it to say it was recording, like it was gonna pay us.
Because it shows the dot in the corner, and like until it goes red, I'm like, the anticipation.
I know.
Maybe they do that on purpose. Maybe they do like a 5-second delay on purpose, and we just didn't realize that.
It's awkward. Move a little closer to your mic. I feel like you're too far away again. There you go. This time I heard it though. We didn't record the entire episode.
I should have checked the sound before we started recording.
If I change it, my microphone to the camera, is that a little louder?
Oh yeah, that's better.
Okay, so then it must have been doing the microphone from my laptop, which is on a dock. So
got it.
Better?
Okay. Yeah, you sound
okay.
Better.
Well,
anyway.
Well,
back to your regular scheduling program.
Yes, exactly. We are now well into November. And
getting cold.
It's like winter because there's no fall, there's no spring. It really just goes winter to summer around here. So we are.
This is when Toni-ann gets happy and just gets pissed.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of ironic that we are very good friends because we like really all of the opposite things aside from the Mets and the Jets.
Yeah. Well, we're like fire and ice.
We are. So I'm like, give me the 90-degree sweltering humidity. And you're like skiing, snowboarding.
Yeah.
Snow.
Like my idea of a great vacation is like bundling up and sitting next to a fire and
my idea of a great vacation is sitting on a beach drinking a pina colada.
I still enjoy those vacations. I just, if we're thinking what could you do right now? Like, that's what I want is the fire and the snow.
No, put me on a plane and send me somewhere.
Yeah. Ironically, I am doing one of those vacations in 2 weeks. But
right. Very jealous.
Yeah. So that is.
If I had vacation days, I'd invite myself with you, but I don't. So
you could have been my plus one.
Too little, too late.
I know.
Anyway, before we get into ridiculous things, the battle of first place is currently going on still, and yours truly over here is losing terribly.
Oh yeah.
And that is my ridiculous thing, because in my dropping half of my team on my bye week, whatever, and like trying to strategize, I decide on Saturday I'm going to drop this guy and pick up a guy that was clearing waivers on Sunday. I didn't know that not all waivers transactions clear first thing in the morning. No. So I set up my whole team and I'm like, okay, these guys are going to swap and then this guy's going to go in his place when he clears. I went to check my team midday. Sorry, guys, my nose is too cheap. I went to check my team midday. The guy didn't clear waivers until 7:12 p.m. Oh. So the person that I wanted to drop got me 0.2 points, proving the fact that I should have fucking dropped him. And then we have the guy that I picked up playing right now, and I swear to God, if he gets 20 points on my bench, I'm gonna lose it.
How close are we, though? Does that even make a difference?
No, we're way off. Way off. Like, people underperformed terribly.
Oh yeah, I got you. It's like 140 to 90.
Yeah, it was like all my bench players were in. So like I knew it was gonna be hard, but yeah, like I have the Bills defense playing tonight, which they could get me a lot of points. But if I had this guy on the Bills playing also, it would have been at least closer. I would have had some dignity. Yeah. Now I'm gonna be in second place and I'm pissed about it.
Well, your guy that you have playing today has a higher projection than the one on your bench.
No, I know, but Moss was the guy that I
wanted
out of my lineup.
Oh, yeah, he did not do well.
He did terrible.
It literally
Because he
says
was
in red letters, off roster, like you kicked him off.
I did kick him off because I didn't even know that was a thing. Usually they all clear like in the morning. So I would have picked somebody else that didn't need clearance.
Yeah.
So that's
So
my
I've
rant
taken
and
first place.
my ridiculousness. Not yet. Let's see what happens there, girl.
Well,
because it is. I think it still matters overall points, like how many you have in wins and losses. Because now we're gonna have the same
there's still
wins and
much
losses.
of the season left, but
yeah, no, I know. There's time. There's time, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway,
I needed to bounce back because last week I did horrible. So,
did you have a ridiculous thing for the week?
Yes, but actually, I will say my ridiculous thing for this week was actually supposed to be my ridiculous thing for last week, and I forgot it, and then I remembered it after we finished recording. So now I'm bringing it back up. So to take it back to New York City Marathon Sunday, right? I am going in to the city from my apartment with my friend Kate, who she is one of the Coke girlies that, most people are. Like, they have a struggle of a morning. I go for coffee, but she needs Coke or, Diet Coke, whatever they drink. And luckily, our friend Mary, who was hosting the marathon party, lives right above the McDonald's. So
oh my God, that is so bad to live right above McDonald's. I would die. I'd be eating French fries and milkshakes every single night.
Yeah, I don't know. She's got a lot more self-control probably than me, but she probably gets a lot of Coca-Colas. So anyway, so we're going into the city, and as we're on the subway making our way across town, and then we have to walk up because there's so many street closures, like good 10 blocks. She's like, I'm going to put in a mobile order so the sodas are ready when we get there. And I get a Sprite because once in a while I do splurge and that's my soda is a Sprite. So I got a Sprite before we start like drinking alcohol for the day. Because it was still like 10 a.m. at that point. So I was like, okay, whatever. So we go to this McDonald's, and there was a whole clusterfuck of our stuff wasn't ready because she ordered on the app, but because there's so many people in the city, the service was so spotty all day. So the order did go through. She got a receipt for it to her email, but when we got to the McDonald's, they didn't have the order. And we stood there for like 10 minutes, and we just kept going like 2 Cokes and a Sprite. 2 Cokes and a Sprite. And the guy behind the counter was like, okay, I hear you. I'm telling you we don't have that order. And we're like, and we're telling you we ordered it. And they just like keep going back and forth and back and forth. And this guy's probably like, these basic biatches that their Coca-Colas need to get out of here. And I'm just like, we could have just ordered it and been out of here already. It's literally just soda, right? Anyway, so we're standing there for like a good 10 minutes waiting for the order to finally come through. And as I'm standing there, I'm watching the operations of behind the counter of McDonald's, because you never usually stand there long enough to see how the kitchen operates, like, how a fast food kitchen operates, but like, you never really like stop and watch it. And right behind the counter, I see a marvel of technological advancements. I've never in my life.
I've seen them in the drive-thru. I saw your Snapchat of it. It's crazy.
Basically a robot making the drink orders, like the filling up the soda cups.
I think these are very new, though. I do not think that they've been around for that long, but it is cutting-edge technology.
I was floored. I could not stop staring at it. I totally forgot about the fact we were waiting for sodas because I was just watching the thing fill it up. It drops the cup out. Then it's on the conveyor belt. Then it moves it over, drops the ice. Then it moves it over and starts filling out the specific soda that somebody ordered. And it even knows to go like halfway, stop and let the fizzle go, and then keep it going again. And it always.
That's what I was more amazed at in your snap. That's what I was more amazed at. And I saw you edits in when I saw you edits in the note, I was like, she's really going to talk about these Coke machines.
I was amazed. And of course Kate was laughing at me because she, like, everybody knows that like the dumb things in life, the things I find like the most interesting and fascinating, but technology, man. Like, of course, if any fast food was going to do that, it'd be McDonald's. Like, they got it figured out. Their soda's the best. We know this. Like, but
I think the Wendy's by my house just put one in though too. like that.
Oh my God. Like, why can't I
Because
think
the
of these
ironic
things?
thing is, the ironic thing is, growing up, I was very much a McDonald's girly over a Wendy's girly. I think the square shaped burgers really freaked me out as a kid, whereas now I really embrace them. Anyway, by my house, the Wendy's is superior. When I tell you, you could burn your mouth on the burger because it is that fresh, like superior Wendy's. So I'm
I
very
love
much a
Wendy's.
Wendy's girly now the over McDonald's, but McDonald's fries and like again, there's something about like fountain sodas from like places like McDonald's or like a fast food fountain soda. It's very specific. The other funny thing is that I was thinking, like, while you're saying that, as I'm wearing like my practice get up over here, like it's 2014. But I was laughing that you were saying that you were going there because like she was craving a Coke, and like when we used to go out and we'd wake up and go to breakfast at 11 a.m. hungover, I'd run to the Pepsi machine because I just needed a fountain soda to clear, like, that was my hangover go-to. And it wasn't even that I was hungover. I didn't really get hangovers in college, let's be real. I was pretty good then. But I was so parched that it was the only thing that would quench my thirst was a fountain Pepsi. And I'd like wake up thinking about it, which is sick. I think I would dream about drinking the Pepsi. Tea. Yeah, their iced tea was good.
Yeah, it was unsweetened. And I like that, unsweetened.
The good old calf days, some potato thingies.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my ridiculous thing. The next time that you all find yourselves in a fast food restaurant, take a look behind the counter, and if you see that marvel at work, just stop and enjoy it, because I was just fascinated. I wanted to, it's a feeling where like I wanted to like become friends with the machine. I was like, you are doing the world such a service, and I thank you.
You know, it wasn't that weird until then. It wasn't weird, and then you made it weird.
What will they think of next?
Too much. They'll think of too much.
Do they have, I always think of like SpongeBob, how like, you know, like he does like 8 million spatulas and like whatever. And I'm like, do they eventually, are they going to have like a machine that like slaps a burger on and then like slaps the lettuce? And
probably.
Like, they're just going to get rid of all humans.
High school. I know people from high school, I think, that is, I mean, this is what I've seen of their social media. I don't know if this is exactly what their jobs are, but they work for companies that are serving robots. They carry trays of food and they roll to people, and they work for companies like this. It's crazy. But I did have another funny story, which is totally a different topic, but you're gonna laugh at me. Today I went to pay my student loan, and there's a lot of money left on my student loans. So, to my surprise, I log in, and it says I have zero amount due at this time. It says I have a zero balance. There is no history of my student loan on this website. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Because I know that I owe you money. So I text Alec. I'm like, I can't find my loan. I went to pay it. I don't know what's going on. So he's like, did they change services? And I'm like, I don't think so. And at this point, I'm already like on the phone I'm like on hold for customer service. Fast forward, I go to my email. I got an email on Friday that they changed loan services.
Oh.
So now I go to the new website and I'm trying to log in because I thought I used my old email, like my old login for the old website on the new website. It's not working. It's telling me to reset my password, whatever. So now I call customer service again. The girl's like, I don't see an account for you. I was like, okay.
So I have no loan.
I make the account while I'm on the computer, and I'm like, listen, I logged in, and I thought some sort of miracle happened, and someone just, like, my loan went away. That was my lucky day, and she was like, oh my God, if only. I was like, you're telling me.
She probably also had a loan.
She did. She goes, every day I hope for the miracle, every day. So I go, and I make the new account. And I do it while she's on the phone, just in case something goes awry. So I get there, and there's that big old balance, and I was like, okay, I see it now. Unfortunately, I'm paying it. And she really fed into it that, like, she was hoping for the miracle as well, but it didn't happen. Didn't happen.
If only student loans could work with customer service the same way, like, I don't know, like anything works where you complain about like a customer service or like an issue you have, and they like take money off, like they give you a discount.
Oh my God.
If only you could like call and complain about your student loan, and they're like, here's $100 off.
Oh my God, that wouldn't even do anything in the grand scheme of things, but it would be nice.
Right.
It would be nice.
Right.
I also went to, I did a lot of things this weekend, but I also went to a Himalayan salt cave with my mom, my sister, and my aunts and nanny this weekend.
Aw,
We all like, well, my mom got me the gift card for Mother's Day. She got it for my sister for her birthday. She got it for nanny for Mother's Day. Like, there was a lot of like gifting of the same thing to multiple people for multiple events. So we all finally went to the salt cave, and it was very well, it could have been more relaxing, but it was relaxing until they gave us champagne. They gave us like mini bottles of Corbel. And so the woman comes in with the mini bottles of Corbel, and Nan's in her chair, and she's like, I don't like champagne. We're like, drink it. That's all they got. She starts drinking it, and she's like, oh my God, this is great. This is great champagne. The entire bottle, she slugged the whole bottle. The whole bottle. She was like, I don't like champagne, but I like this champagne. And we're all cracking up because she keeps telling us how she doesn't like champagne, but she likes this champagne. And then my sister in her lounge chair, she's like, someone dare me to sit in the salt. Dare me to sit in the salt. I'm like, what is that? This is supposed to be relaxing. But we're all just sitting here peeing our pants laughing at each other because no one is relaxing.
Were you guys in your own cave, or were you also with other people?
We were in our own cave because we were like 6, so the cave like held 10. It was still relaxing. I was like super stuffy because my sinuses got like really bad last week, and my skin is like so like not greasy at all. It like, I feel so rejuvenated. I would love to know how rejuvenated I would have felt if I wasn't in the chaos. But it was an experience, as is going anywhere with my family.
Right.
Then we went to a restaurant after, and you would think that we were never in a restaurant before. I'm like, is everyone okay? Well, what is happening here?
So now I know for the Super Bowl party, I'm going to bring Nan a nice bottle of champs, and we're going to split it.
Corbel for her.
Oh, it doesn't even have to be that nice. Perfect.
Right, that's what I said to her. I was like, this is not even like, never had Corbel. Oh, I never asked you what was in your china.
Oh,
I have my Stanley because I'm very dehydrated today, so water it is.
I got a Mets wine glass.
You're really breaking out all the fancy china, aren't you?
Yeah. So this is a cab that I think I've had in my apartment maybe since I moved in here, because it was a 2015 cab.
Oh, that is old.
Yeah.
No, 2015. That was when the Mets were in the World Series. So that's way before
that's
we lived
true.
together.
Well, I know
you had your own apartment.
I know, but I moved in 2019, so I figured like maybe somebody gifted it to me and I brought it here. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, maybe.
I don't think it was like called, like the brand was Clockwork. Like, I don't think I bought that on my own. Unless
maybe
it's
somebody brought it for like a party.
It could have been from a Christmas party that I hosted. That's true. Somebody might have brought it. Also, sometimes I do go into the wine store. I don't know if anybody else does this, and I love all wine. Like, I don't discriminate, especially when it comes to red wine. So sometimes I'll just go and find like the price range I want and pick like a new one I never tried before, just based off the label. Like, it looks cute. It looks pretty. Has a cool name.
I usually look at like the ratings too sometimes, like when they put like the stickers like of like rated best.
Oh.
So I like look for like a price range also, but then I look for what's like best rated. Or I also will look in the price range, and like if I see a bottle that I know is like good or good brand, again, different for me because I was looking at a lot of wines while working in the restaurants and stuff. So if I see stuff go on sale, I'm like, oh, I know that bottle sells for high in the restaurant. Let me get it.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so that's what I'm drinking today. Did I need to open a brand new bottle of wine for this week? Probably not, but I know it'll go, so it's fine.
Is it good? Do you like it?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's very full-bodied, as they call it. So cheers.
Cheers with my giant mega cup that covers my whole face.
Oh yeah. I got a little bit of cork in it though. I feel like that always happens
That's
though.
the worst. Do you I wanted to ask you, changing looks or trends due to generational differences. Is this like fashion trends?
Yeah.
Life trends?
No, it was fashion trends. I put that on our little storyboard. What do we even call that note? Like our thought,
our shared drive of notes.
Yeah, basically anytime me or Jess have an idea to talk about on the podcast, we throw it on a shared note, and then like once in a while like just pick one off, and like so I put that on there like towards the very beginning because it was surrounded about the fact that I bought myself what I consider to be breaking the millennial mold of one of those mom jeans that like have rips in them and are like not skinny jeans.
Oh, like the straight leg jeans.
Yeah, I bought myself baggy mom jeans, and I also bought myself like those white sneaks that everybody wears. And
you just said sneaks.
Sneakers.
Thank you.
Okay, sneaks has been a slang word from the beginning of time. So that's not something that should be like laughed upon.
I just feel like no one says that anymore.
I mean, I could be an old woman and be like, tennis shoes. I got some good tennis shoes.
No, just sneakers. It's fine. Sneakers is perfect.
So anyway, so I embraced it. I got a nice pair of jeans off American Eagle when it was on sale, which I haven't bought or worn American Eagle jeans since I was probably in the 8th grade. Just because I graduated to like the millennial typical like super skinny jeggings. I wore the Old Navy ones forever because they were like really comfy. And to see myself in anything baggier than that, I was always like, oh my God, like I can't pull this off. Like, and like they're super high waisted. But I finally said, F it. And I got them, and they have huge rips in the knees. And I wear the white sneakers with them with like a tucked in shirt. I've even started wearing crop tops a little bit, which I took a while for me to get into. And it made me think that it's like, you know, maybe it's because I'm on TikTok too much. I was like, I'm the millennial. I shouldn't be doing these things. I need to just stick on my own generation and keep wearing what I'm wearing. But I think I am embracing it. I think it's pretty cute.
Yeah, I like those jeans. You wore them when we were together, right?
Yes, I wore them when we went to
I
Pennsylvania.
like them.
I did like them.
Yeah, you know what I saw in Target this week, actually? So I'm glad that we're talking about this because I was hoping we were. I saw a bunch of like onesie, like workout outfits, which maybe are not appealing to other people. But when I lived in the 90s and like my mom used to do like, all her workout videos, I was like, oh my God, their leotards are so cool. So now I'm like, oh my God, those are coming back. I need one.
Right.
So will I be buying a bodysuit like I am in a Denise Richards video from 1993? Yes, I will.
Yeah, and so many people are wearing like overalls again too, and I'm like,
we
literally grew up on overalls.
Sorry, but I've been wearing overalls again since we graduated college, so I was early back on that trend. I saw overalls come into the picture, and I was like, get me in them. I wore them all the time when I was pregnant. They were the best.
Oh, well, when you're pregnant, of course, that's very comfy. But to wear them just like out of the town, people are doing that now.
I wore them also when I wasn't pregnant, like before I was pregnant. But when I was pregnant, they were my go-to. I think I wore overalls at least 2 times a week.
I bought out of TJ Maxx or something, these like, I guess they're like what people wear to yoga. Like they're like the built-in like sports bra, and they like kind of crop off. And I wore one at my parents' house the other day, and they were like, where'd you get that shirt? Like, that's so not you. And I'm like, it's not a shirt. It's like basically a bra. And of course,
yes, I love those though. For when, especially when you're around the house and like you don't want to wear, like, we all know that we don't want to put on a bra anyway. So it's like kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I already feel like I'm wearing a shirt. What just happened?
But I see so many people wearing them out. Like they put like a flannel over them or like a shirt.
Oh yeah,
and I'm like, But I don't know. I can't graduate to that yet. Like, because I feel like I'm wearing a bra out. Like that's, some people do it and don't care, but like that, to me, that's a lot.
Right. Well,
but it goes down to my belly button. It's just, and especially if you wear
right,
like
I know. It's just the concept in your head.
Yeah, it's just like, where's your shirt? Like, that's what I think. Where is your shirt? That's when the millennial in me comes back. So
right.
That was what that dot was about, because I'm like, I'm trying to tell myself that it's not just for the youngins. And if you look good in it and you feel good in it, you should just be able to wear it. But breaking that mold, going from skinny jean to baggy jean was painful. Like, it's so hard really to train your brain.
Get used to again.
Yeah.
But also, I was like a bell bottom fiend, like a flare jean fiend as a child. And like, I would love for like, one thing that I do not ever want to see again is low rise jeans. So those could stay in the past. But I'll take like the different like boot cuts and flares and bell bottoms again. I'll take
flares
that
getting really popular again. I think that'll be the next jeans I invest in, is a good pair of flares again.
I love flare.
It's just hard for me because I also most of the time just wear, like, if I want to wear booties or like something like that, like it's a little harder with like the super wide leg, because then like I have very skinny ankles, so it like makes it look a little weird. So I'm like trying to figure that out.
I feel like also because we're short, like when you're a kid and you're wearing bell bottoms, and it's like, oh, it's cute because they're like 8 and they're wearing, like, you know what I mean? Like, all 8-year-olds have little legs. But
right.
It's like, where are your legs?
Right. Or the girls you see like out of bars are probably like taller than me, and like it's not even taller, like not like, I feel like I'm like not stumpier because that's a horrible word to use, but like just, not as lanky. It's like when you're like more lankier, it like looks better. But when you got a big butt and like then you're trying to wear those jeans and then like it flares out, it's just like a lot.
It's a lot of flaring in different directions.
It's a lot of flaring in all weird places. Yes. But I'm trying to break the cycle so that eventually when I have kids, they don't think that I'm a loser with the clothes I wear.
Oh my, this is why I hate social media.
I know, like, and it is all social media.
You know why? Because if you didn't have social media, you wouldn't know what people are wearing all the time. So you wouldn't know if your things were out of date. And this is why I have an internal conflict every single day where I'm like, I really want to delete social media, but like also I have terrible FOMO and I would never be able to do it.
Especially now, the world we're living in and current event news, you just can't do it.
I can't. I need to know everything.
I mean, realistically, I would just send you things a million times a day. But if you really want to get off social media, then I shouldn't be doing that.
Right. Well, yeah. But celebrity news is different than like comparing yourself to people that you like actually know.
Well, I also still go out a lot because I'm single and whatever. So I feel like I also like see the people in the bar. All the girls wear like the black tight shirt with the high-waisted jeans and the white sneakers.
Oh. Wait, let's talk about that. Let's talk about
how
these girls in college now get to go out in sneakers. And we had to go out and we went out in shoes and skirts and going out tops, and they wear white t-shirts and jeans and sneakers, and they
go out in oversized hoodies, leggings, and sneakers, and that is trendy.
And like great for them for being like, you know what, I'm embracing myself, but also what the hell?
Because we had to go out with a peplum top, a skinny, tight mini skirt, and my Steve Madden wedges that were like this tall that there's no way in hell I could even step into those these days. And every weekend, every Thursday, without fail, that's how we looked. We wore like going out tops, which you wouldn't even like. They're too prim and proper for even like work these days.
They were just like their own category. Like you couldn't wear them anywhere else besides going out to the bar.
There's so many of our
like with the and we like did our hair.
Well, my hair
had to do our hair,
but I never did my hair.
No, but like, you know, you straightened it, you did it. They'll go out with like a bun, like, or a ponytail. No one did that. No one did that. When we went to South Carolina for Aaron's wedding, we were obviously there on there on Thursday night. We were there on Thursday night, and I guess like all the college kids were going out because it was in March. And when I tell you, a pack of girls in the exact same outfit were in front of us, and me, Lainey, and Ariana just looked at each other and we were like, this is how they go out? Like, what? What? Like, I don't even know. I didn't even know what to wear out anymore. Like, I'm like, is it socially acceptable anymore? Am I gonna look like an old fart? Like,
no.
It's too much. It's a lot of pressure.
You go to downtown Hoboken and you cannot tell the difference between people because it's just all, like I said, black top, light jeans, white sneakers with like some kind of shacket, like either black or beige. And that is the only thing people wear. And I do also have to give them respect for bringing back, although some of them still do it. And that's always the joke on the internet. Like girls go out when they're in college and never bring a jacket because like you don't know where to put it. But I do see more and more younger.
Thing. We were going out in mini skirts and tank tops in the middle of February.
And we refuse to bring a coat because where are you going to put it? Which is so true. But
right, and they all get fanny packs. They don't even have to bring purses.
Oh yeah, they got the Lululemon bags. I know. I'm thinking. I mean, I love our college years were great. I wouldn't change them for anything. But at the same time, like going out to college now, like
I just wish like wardrobe would be so much easier. Right.
I personally would thrive because I was never comfortable in those kind of outfits we wore, and like this is where I'm at. Cozy, casual.
I feel like I enjoyed getting dressed up only for the shoes. I loved shoes. Like I had 75 pairs of shoes, which the shoe collection is dwindling because I'm like, where am I going in these ever again?
I wore the same black wedges every week.
No, I literally just kept buying more and more shoes. Anyway, so I got dressed for the shoes, not for the getting dressed part.
Yeah. Oh my God, shoes. Let's get some shoes.
Literally me. One time I went to Charlotte Russe before going out to Dark Horse. I think it was either a Thursday or a Saturday. Yeah. We went out and I came home with 2 left shoes. Then I wore those shoes. I obviously got the right shoe. But then I wore those shoes to Big Nose Kate's one time with you.
Oh, Big
and
Nose
your mom
Kate's.
I remember your mom literally sitting in the car and she was like, I'm going to have to get out. You're going to fall down all those stairs. And she was so afraid I was going to face plant in them.
But you're like, nope, I'm good. Let's go.
Like, I'm fine.
Big Nose Kate's. We went for 90s night all the time.
Yeah. Well, the other thing with it too is I liked wearing shoes because again, I'm tiny. I don't like being like in bars so low to like I need to see around me. I don't care as much, but I don't really go to as crowded places. But in the moment, I did not like it when, we were all crowded around each other and you're like.
I also think about how many girls did we know in college, like when we went out to Dark Horse, by the end of the night, they took their shoes off and they were barefoot in Dark Horse.
So
a lot.
Spoiler alert. I never did that in Dark Horse. Never did in Dark Horse. But the night that I met Alec, or no, not the night I met Alec, the second, like I met Alec the first night in AC, the next night in AC, when we all went out to the club for Melissa's birthday, I was wearing those shoes from Big Nose Kate's, which always killed my feet. I should have gotten rid of them years ago. But I said, I'm only going to AC for one night. And I thought I had other shoes in my trunk, which I didn't. Anyway, long story short, I had to wear them 2 days in a row. And by the end of the night, I literally was in so much pain. I think I was like basically whining / crying on Alec's shoulder. And I had just met him. I was like, my feet are killing me.
He still married you.
He was drunk. So he was like, why don't you just take them off? I was like, really? He was like, yeah. When I tell you, my feet stuck to the escalator of Haven.
Ew.
I can feel it, like talking about it. Disgusting. And
the escalator? You could have got stuck on it.
I said, why did you tell me to do that? And why did you still talk to me after I did that?
My God. No.
Here we are.
Even all the times we went out.
Obviously it worked out.
Obviously. I always waited until we were at least back in the lobby of our dorm. Like, I could never, like...
Right. No, ew, no. Same. No.
But then again, wearing flats in those bars were just as gross because I remember like the flip
Everybody
flops I had.
spilled. Oh,
Everything's so sticky. Your feet would slide in your like sandals and then like get all gross. And I've broken so many sandals like from sliding forward and it like just ripping because I got all my shoes, like all my flats back then. I got like Payless or something. Like it was.
R.I.P. Payless.
I know. R.I.P. Payless. They had some good gems when it came to like sandals. I liked them. The ones with like the gems, I had them like 3 different colors.
I know. My sister and Kristen just went to DSW the other day and they bought this same exact Adidas sneakers to go to Disney World. And Jamie's like, it's like Payless in 1996 all over again. Because our moms always bought us the same shoes from Payless.
Yeah. I got all my
had
fake
the same
Converse from
things.
there.
That's the thing about the 90s. No one was in competition. Everyone had the same things from Kids R Us, the same things from Payless. There was none of this trendy boutique store thing going on. There wasn't online shopping. Life was simple then. Why can't we go back to that?
I mean, I think we have. I find it weird. Like maybe it's just me. I know plenty of materialistic people that still want all the name brands, this and that. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like we have evolved as a society to where wearing cheap brands and wearing cheaper clothing is not frowned upon. Like Shein is ginormous and it's the cheapest clothing you could find. And like people are proud to
also
be like, oh,
very
this is
unethical. Very unethical, but
well,
you gotta
not
do
as
what you
unethical
gotta do.
as Temu. I don't shop at Temu.
I don't even know what that is. I get ads for it all the time, but I don't know what that is.
They say that's the one that like steals all your information and like it's bad practices in China. Whereas Shein is also a Chinese company, but most of their operations are in the US, so it's like a little better. Yeah.
Okay.
So they say, I don't know. They're probably taking our information too, but what company is it?
Everyone is. Cookies. Yeah. It's all about the cookies.
All about those cooks. So that's what I mean. Like now people are proud to say like, oh yeah, I got this on Amazon. Oh yeah, I got this on Shein. And it's like, you can get a beautiful dress and pay no more than $28 and people like compliment you on it all day.
Like if you were, imagine being in 7th grade and being like, oh, I got this on Amazon. People would be like, you didn't go to Abercrombie or Fitch or Hollister? What do you mean?
Mm-hmm. BB? Juicy Couture?
The baby has a Juicy Couture outfit, actually. Someone got it for her for her birthday. It's the cutest thing. It's like a
you
short
didn't form
ball,
a complete sentence there, by the way, so I think you're safe.
I know. I'll delete the part that I didn't want in there.
Yeah. I know. That's really cute because that's like retro for us. So it's cute to see her in it.
I'm like, oh my god, this is adorable.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. The fashion is just, I don't know. There's a lot of things over millennial. I saw another note in there, which we'll talk closer to the holidays. I think that's going to be another millennial debate of generational things.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that one, actually. Fired up.
Yes, get ready. The next episode 7, I think we'll have my Christmas tree up because I think I'm putting it up this week.
Oh, I'm putting mine up on this weekend also, but I don't record in front of it.
Right.
Maybe I'll have to do one and we'll have our Christmas episode. We'll have a Christmas episode and we'll do it in front of our trees.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, next week we'll do a little Thanksgiving tribute.
Yeah, because, well, we could still record the week of Thanksgiving too, but we might want to consider releasing it a different day that week just so because people will be off Friday.
Maybe we could probably do Wednesday that week. Isn't Thanksgiving next week or it's in 2 weeks?
No, 2 weeks.
Oh.
So next week will be regularly scheduled programming.
No, Toni-ann. Thanksgiving is next Thursday.
Oh.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Okay, then yes. Okay, so then next week will be our Thanksgiving episode. The week after that, we'll have to figure something out because I will be away.
Right. Oh, we did get asked today if Alec will be making a appearance on the pod.
I mean, honestly,
that is TBD.
I'm fine with that if he wants to because I think it would be actually hilarious for him to come on and talk about being friends with us. Like,
right.
Obviously a little unwillingly.
Be a little short thing. He doesn't have to be on for long.
Like, and I won't be there to defend myself, so it'll just be you two talking about having me in your life. You don't have to do that. I'm just talking myself up, but just
Could
an
be
idea.
funny. Could be funny. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. And like I said, I do still think I want to do some kind of quick recording. Maybe I'll just put them on the stories that week, like about like an update of me on vacation and share some
you could just
snippets of
post
the
stories
family.
while you're on vacation and make us jealous.
Yeah, I think I'll do that, and I'll put them on the pod page about ridiculous things that happened to me while I'm at an all-inclusive resort, probably making not the smartest choices.
Oh man.
It's family vacation. It's not gonna get that wild, but you know.
I don't know.
You
I
never
don't
know.
know.
My family
You
gets
never
together.
know.
Wild
You guys are
things can
celebrating.
happen.
You're celebrating, so you never know.
Yes, my bro is getting married.
Speaking of which, this is how we're gonna end it. Never in a million years would I ever think that your brother would have a dog that would be dressed in a New York Jets cheerleading outfit. If you said I pay you $100 in 7 years to have this dog, I would have laughed in your face.
No,
Meanwhile,
it's the kind of dog. It's a Shih Tzu, and we love
the
her
kind
to death.
of dog. It's the dress. Like
I know.
all of it. It's so not your brother.
Yes, shout out to Rosie. We love you, Rosie. Because I know
His name's Rosie too.
the dog's name's Rosie. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, I should have told. I thought I told you that because obviously your dog is Rosie as well.
Yeah. No.
Very different dogs, but she is. I love
Totally
her.
different.
Yes.
Polar
So
opposites.
she will be. She'll be staying with the next door neighbor while we're away. Obviously, she can't come, unfortunately.
Nice.
We'll have a drink named in honor of her, though. The Rosie Rita.
Oh, good. Oh, that's cute.
Oh wait, maybe that was my idea. I think it might have been the Mojito Rosito or something like that. I think it might be a mojito. Spoiler alert for anybody that's watching this that's coming to the wedding. But yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
It'll be fun. But
yeah.
All right, peeps. Like, subscribe, share.
Please. And the one thing I will say, friends, anybody that sends me DMs about your questions, your comments, how excited you are for the episode, I love you all. But maybe comment on like the episode drop post or something, like, because I feel like the comments, then it brings it up on people's pages and then people talk about it. So we really would love some interaction like on the actual public posts. You could still continue to send us the messages. We love them all, but maybe also show support publicly. Was that okay to say without being like annoying and nagging? Oh, wow.
That's the PSA, everyone.
Okay. Well, anyway, thanks everyone for stopping by.
And being our friend.
Thanks for being our friend. Bye.
Hi, friends. Wow, you listened to the whole thing. Thanks for listening. Please be sure to subscribe on YouTube and your favorite podcast platform and share it with your friends. Ratings, reviews, and comments help as well. See you next week. Thanks for being our friend.